Hi, I'm Rachel Walsh. I'm with the Temple House Festival in Sligo, and I'm here with Aslan. Guys, thanks a million for joining us. How are you getting on?
Rachel, good to be here.
Yeah.
Good. You're just after arriving. How are you getting on, and what have you been up to recently?
Well, we're at the moment we're doing a movie at the moment on the band's life kind of thing,
Brilliant.
and we're recording an album at the moment. So then in between that we're doing, because it's the festival season, we're doing a couple of festivals as well. So we're looking forward to this tonight.
So you're doing something like a little reality show or something?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. We're 30 years as a band together. Yeah. So this is we're 30 years next year, I think. So we've been making this film for the last couple of months. So just things like this, we're coming out, just filming little snippets, and we've been joining them all together. So
documentary type thing.
Yeah, sort of.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
There's actually, if anyone wants to see any clips of it, there's 2 clips put up on our Facebook at the moment to just get an idea of what the documentary is going to look like.
Yeah.
But it's great doing it because there's so much, because we're around for 30 years. There's so many stories to tell, so we're trying to pick out all the good ones and put them in.
This footage will probably end up on us actually. We're using loads of little stuff, stuff we've done from right at the beginning, So it's
you
cool.
can even use what your fans remember from different concerts, and
absolutely,
you might even have stories as well to tell.
Yeah, well, we've done that a lot. We had a gig a while ago in the Olympia up in Dublin, and they were interviewing fans on the way in and getting little stories. They had a little tent kind of thing, so they're getting little stories of their first gig and their most memorable gigs and stuff like that. So we've loads and loads of footage and stuff like that, So
that sounds great.
Be interesting.
So you've been in the business quite a while now. Do you ever find that you still get nervous going on stage, or?
Absolutely, I'd be shitting no matter where we're playing because I used to study singing when I was a kid. When I started off, I studied singing for about 10 years. And I was studying with this, it's called bel canto, it's like Italian opera singing. And I remember I was going to him about 8 years to my teacher, and I went into one day and I said, what's the story? I said, I'm still shitting myself before every gig. I said, I'd be nearly vomiting before the gig. And he said, look, he says when you're nervous on stage, he says, the audience pick up on that subconsciously, and you're kind of telling the audience that you care enough about the performance, that you're nervous, right? He says, if you don't have that nerve, he says, you come across as arrogant and cocky. He says, so if you ever lose that, he says, it wouldn't be a good thing. So I didn't consciously hold on to the nerves because of that, but because you still cared about your performance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just get nervous because when you're walking out, you just hope that everything's going to work.
Yeah.
So when you get through the first song, and then you're up there, and it's going to be good. You know what I mean? So just
there's also a thing about music that you're as good as your last gig or your last record and stuff like that. So I mean, we could play 10 festivals this year, and we could play 9 of them could be absolutely fantastic, and this could be the last one, and this one could be shit, let's say. And people say, oh yeah, they used to be good, but they're shit now. I've seen them in the Temple House Festival. So everything you do you have to be on your toes,
Yeah, and you completely learn from experience and everything.
And I think that's probably what gave us the length of career that we've had, because we've always really cared about. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but we have always really cared about what we've done,
We try and, anything we do, from making records to gigs to songwriting, we have this level that we want to keep the standard as high as we possibly can, and especially with gigs, because people say to us, like, why are Aslan around so long? And I think myself personally, it's because we're a good live band, and Irish people aren't foolish. If they pay money to see it and they don't like the gig, they won't go and see it a second time. And we've been around for so long, and we've built up such a fan base that we must be doing something good.
That's one thing. Like, you find that even when you go away, if we go away or doing gigs anywhere else, other bands from other countries even say the Irish audience are a great audience when they're on their side, but they'll tell you in a heartbeat if you're not delivering. So it's a good training ground.
You could say we're an honest audience.
And that's a good thing though, because there's too much bullshit going around.
True. But so you're excited for tonight, or are you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Looking forward to it. I mean, Lisa Hannigan is on at the moment, so we're dying to see her because we think she's brilliant. But then there's friends of ours who are just on before us. Something happens. Tom Dunn and the lads, and we know them from like gigging the early 80s in Dublin, in the Revenue Commissioners Club and the Bag It In and places like that. So we're going out to support something happens before we go on. But we're so looking forward to our own gig as well.
Brilliant.
It's always new. We haven't played here, so this is new and fresh for us. So there's always something fresh that keeps your interest and keeps you excited. So like even the nerve thing, it's a good nerves. It's a nice nervous thing.
Brilliant. Well, listen, go out and enjoy yourselves. And
cheers, Rachel.
Hannigan and a few others.
Rachel.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a million for having time.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks very much. Great talking to you. Good luck.
Respect.